Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. This video is short and it's a follow-up as well. In addition to that, there is some news going on in South America that's not getting a lot of press in the West, so I want to highlight that. But I want to paint the picture first so you understand the news at the end. You have to know that BBVA, they are one of the largest banks in Spain. I think they're the second largest bank, and they have branches throughout the world, many in South America, and they joined RippleNet to transform their cross-border payments back in mid-2017. So they are one of the first partners, actually. It was a big announcement, and they still are making a lot of moves in this space. So June 2019, we learned that a lot of Latino banks were going to study Ripple's blockchain for their cross-border payments. So these are banks that were located in the Dominican Republic, Panama, Portugal, Puerto Rico, Spain, Venezuela, Peru, Brazil. And I think when it was just at that same time, at the end of June, there were some specific banks identified and named in articles. That was the Banesco Panama and also Scotiabank Chile. I want you to remember that one. They plan to adopt the Ripple technology for their cross-border payments. And then, of course, there was great news that came in November 2019, and it was announced at Swell that Peru Interbank would utilize Ripple's ODL. ODL is, of course, the on-demand liquidity, which is XRP driven. Interbank is one of the largest banks in Peru. They are, 41 billion in terms of total assets. And then, interestingly enough, in January 2020, those three banks, BBVA, Scotiabank, and Interbank Peru, all worked together to launch PLIN, P-L-I-N. And this is, according to the articles written, to revolutionize the world of transfers. It's using cell phone technology. You can transfer with just a cell number and do the transfer at no cost. So here is actually a group from the BBVA sporting their phones with the PLIN application. I don't know why, I just love this picture. I think it's, it shows me that there's a lot of hard work and happy faces in projects getting these types of applications launched. And then here, February 19th, 2020, they actually bring in another bank. This is BanBif. BanBif stands for Banco Interamericano de Finanzas. And this is, I can't find where they are actually a Ripple partner, but you know, so much goes on behind the scenes that we don't hear about until months or if not years later. You know, the panel that I'm going to show you next that took place at the last Ripple, FlashFX, which is an ODL user, we just learned they were an on-demand liquidity user fairly recently, but he says in the panel that he's been a partner for like 3 years. So I know there's a lot going on that we just don't hear about. So taking you to that actual panel, I want to take it to the 30-minute mark so that you can hear a little bit of detail from the representative of Interbank Peru that came. This is Joisie Mantilla. She's an early adopter, and I like what she says. I just will tell you that in this panel, which was moderated by Ginger Baker, there is Michael Brooks in the group. He's from Golance. Then there's Barbara Briesno. She is, of course, with Bitso Mexico. And then there was Nicholas Steger, the co-founder of FlashFX, located in Australia. And then there's Josie. She talks really about how, using ODL will democratize the experience for their customers in a way that is, I think, better than what they had experienced, because she realizes in the comparison of her old system and using Ripple that they really had a messy system. And she really believes that ODL is the future, and you can hear that from her. You know, just one other point. The reason why Ripple holds Swell is for their partners to be able to meet each other to actually grow that network. So I'm sure she was able to talk to a lot of people. In fact, she even mentions the fact in this panel that she spoke to someone from Japan, because she's got a lot of transfers from Japan that come into her bank. Okay, let me see if I can just cue this up at the right spot here. And then, yeah, you can see everybody here. There is Michael Brooks, there's Barbara, there's Nicholas, and here on the far right is Josie. Okay, listen to this.
In using on-demand liquidity as a partner with RippleNet, you don't have to be all digital assets or all fiat. There are many customers who are adopting on-demand liquidity for certain aspects of their business, but not all. So I wanted to just ask the group, how do you manage that internally for those of you who are using both fiat and digital assets?
In Interbank, we will use both. We are going to keep our line of business as traditional because it works, and our clients still use it as it is, but we are going to upgrade and have a different line to use ODL. Here again, we have split, and the project is totally controlled by the Innovation Lab, which gives a good plus because we work as a sandbox. So we can test transactions, we work with different teams, we can even hire our integrations differently, so that allows us to have speed. But I guess the opposite side of that is that we still need to go through the teams to the product to do all these changes, and it's been a huge challenge. And as in answering your question about what's been surprising, I think we wouldn't have imagined that it was so messy. This current product that we have, it works, but it works in a messy way internally for our client, the bank, and for our clients outside. They're so used to this regular experience that is not comparable. So as we envision that we're going to use both lines, but we think the ODL is going to take over very fast.
Okay, so you can see that they have plans to do another line, and I think that it's not comparable, the messy system compared to Ripple's, and that it's going to take over very fast. So I think that is why I want to highlight what they are doing, those Ripple partners, then bringing in that other bank. I suspect they are building their RippleNet network there in that part of the world. I just have no doubt. Okay, everybody, I'm going to jump to a little fluff. And that is food, because this time of year, there is so many themes for Sakura. Sakura is cherry blossom, and the food that has that cherry blossom theme is just explodes right now. This is a taco store. It's actually a taco bar very close to my house that is introducing a Sakura taco for dessert. Don't know. It's made of mochi. Mochi is rice cake, and this is a shiso leaf, and the combination is that umami where you get the sweet and bitter at once and creates a very unique flavor. I don't know. This is not maybe for me, but I do want to tell you that, of course, Starbucks doesn't miss out. They have a milk pudding that is on a limited edition for the season this year. And we also have, well, I got too many Starbucks. We have a Oreo crispy with the Sakura chiffon filling on the inside, a cake, a chiffon cake with the cherry blossom flavor. I think this one is for me. And of course, since 2017, everybody awaits the new Coca-Cola bottle that has the Sakura theme. This is 2017, 2018, 19, and drum roll please for 2020. There you have it. The new bottle that will, I think, be available until the end of April. So anyway, yeah, it's fun when you live here, and it's fun when you visit too, to see all of the crazy flavors that celebrate the season. And it's just a lot of fun. Okay, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.